Hi guys! So the first thing I want to address and get out of the way is that I'm sorry if I sound weird in this. I'm sick, dying of a cold, so that's a thing. Yay! Anyways, the other day something happened and it kind of really annoyed me and I wanted to make a video about it because I think it's relevant. So yeah, that's what this is. I was on Twitter the other day on my actual computer, which is really weird because normally I go on Twitter mobile from my phone or my iPod or my brother's phone or any mobile device. I just like the mobile layout better than I like the actual layout on the computer. Anyways, on the side of the Twitter homepage after you log in on the computer, it says people you may know or people you should follow. And in that box there's people that I guess have followers that you follow. I think that's how it works. I'm not really sure. But what I noticed is there was this one kid, the first kid in my people you should follow / may know box, and it said, I can't remember his name. Let's just call him Rick because I can't remember his name. So I click his little name, I guess, and it takes me to his Twitter profile. The first thing it says on his profile, which is the whole purpose of this video, is, "Hi, my name is Rick and I make videos on YouTube just like JC Kalen." Now, don't get me wrong, because I adore JC. He's a great kid. I've watched his videos for a while now. I'm a huge supporter, viewer, fan, whatever you want to call me. I love JC. I don't care that he says I do care that he says he's like JC, but it's not the fact that it's JC that bothers me or anything. It's just the fact that he says he's like someone. But I'll go into detail into that in a minute. That didn't make sense, but just pretend it did. So I click on his little link to YouTube, and it takes me to his YouTube, and on the featured page there's a video. Oh, and I'm like, okay, let's watch it. And the whole time I'm watching his video, all the only thought going through my head is, this is nothing like JC at all, and that annoys me. He set me up for disappointment, and that is the purpose of this video, kind of, I guess. I don't really know. The thing that annoyed me is that he said he's like JC, but he's not like JC at all. I'm not saying it's not a good video, I'm just saying it doesn't resemble JC at all. And so because of that, because I was hoping that this would be somewhat like JC, and it's not, I don't want to subscribe anymore because I have been disappointed in you, I guess. And the whole thing with that is, how can you make videos like someone who doesn't really have a style? If you don't know who JC is, check him out. youtube.com/lifewithjc, I think. That sounds right. JC is the kind of person who doesn't really have a certain style. He makes videos about whatever, whenever. He has skits, he has scripted vlogs, he has daily vlogs, he has music videos. There is no set style to him, so how can you say you make videos like him when there is no style you're copying? You know what I'm saying? Those people who have a set style where they only make one kind of video, that's what you can say you're like, I guess. But then again, don't say you're like it. I'm trying to think of how to word this to make sense, because I feel like I'm not making any sense whatsoever. But hopefully I am. That's one part of it. And then B, the other reason don't say you're like JC Kalen, which I'm not picking on JC because I love him, it's just that's what I saw. But I've seen it other too. I've seen people say they're like Sam Potteroff, Christian Novelli, Damon Fizzy, Charlie is so cool, Dan's on fire, etc. I've seen just people who compare themselves to these established people in this industry. And it's not just this too, because I've heard musicians who are oh, I'm like Miley Cyrus. But anything, it's in any industry where it's a style and you're trying to brand yourself, don't compare yourself to other people. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but I can't, words don't work with me. I'm always at a loss for how to word things. Better way to put this, I'm using the example I was using earlier. Rick says he is like JC Kalen. He'll never be JC, so therefore he'll always be second best. He'll always be like a second string to the actual real thing, JC. That's like saying, I want a chocolate chip cookie, right? Oh, ooh, I am thinking here. Say you want a chocolate chip cookie, and your mom tells you, well, this oatmeal raisin cookie is like the chocolate chip cookie. This oatmeal raisin cookie will never be as good as the chocolate chip cookie because it is not the chocolate chip cookie. Does that make sense? This kid who says he's like JC, he'll never be as good as JC because he's not JC. JC is the only person who can be the best at being himself because he is himself. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, in an industry where you're trying to brand yourself, don't compare yourself to other people because you don't want to be a part of their brand. You want to create your own brand. You want to be your own person and your own thing that people will like. Does that make sense? I'm trying to think. I can't word things. I'm so bad at using words like to help me think. I'm so bad at explaining things. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess all it comes down to is if you're trying to establish yourself in any kind of industry, the main thing is you have to be yourself and you have to not try to be like someone else because that person is already taken. What they're doing is already taken because they did it first, they are them, and they can inspire you, but you shouldn't try so hard to copy what they do because just because they became successful doing it, they're naturally like that. They're naturally, it's themselves. It's what they do. That is them. It is their own thing. If you try to copy that, it'll be obvious that it's not natural to you. It's not what you're like. But it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. In most cases, it won't. If you're trying to be like someone, it won't work because people want the best. It's natural. People want number one. They want the one thing that is, the best at whatever it is that it is. You can't be the best if you're trying to be someone else. They're already taken. The best of that is already taken. They will always be the best at being themselves. You will always be second best to being them because you can't beat someone who is themselves. So when it comes down to it, the one thing you can do is just be yourself and make that work for you because that's all you really have. You can't be somebody else because everybody else is already taken. No matter who you're trying to be, even if they're dead, that person has already existed, they've made their mark, and everybody knows them as the best, them they can be. Like, I don't know why, but I'm thinking of Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn is the best Audrey Hepburn there will ever be because she's the only Audrey Hepburn there will ever be. Maybe people will have the same name as her, but they won't be her. There will be actresses who try to embody Audrey Hepburn and they will try to act like her and dress like her and look like her, but they will never be Audrey Hepburn and the world will never see them as Audrey Hepburn because Audrey Hepburn was Audrey Hepburn. That's all there was to it. You are you, and that's all you have, and that is what you need to make work for you. And I think I've already said that, but it's so important that everybody understands that because in society, I don't know why people find it so important to be like other people. But you should just be yourself and be comfortable with being yourself because that's all you have. You'll never be anybody else. So you should just embrace it and be happy that you are who you are because that's all there is to it. You can't change it. Just accept it. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. It took me 30 minutes to record this because I literally cannot form thoughts into words. It just doesn't work for some reason and it's a terrible thing. But I hope what I said made some kind of sense. Yeah, I guess that's it. Be the best you can be. Have an awesome day. You guys are awesome. Anybody who watches this, you're awesome. Anybody who doesn't watch this, you're still awesome. But if you're seeing this, then you're watching it. So I guess by default, you're awesome. If that makes sense. Well, I'm going to go and die of a cold because, that's always fun. But I will hopefully, maybe not, who knows, see you again, hopefully, maybe. I don't know.